you to that place. You're not going to be able to go alone. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Praise the Lord for that. So we're talking about, in order for us not to go alone, not to do it by ourselves, not to make a name for ourselves, but we're thinking about posterity, descendants, we're thinking about legacy. And legacy is something transmitted from the past via a predecessor, somebody that's gone before you. The scriptures is heavy with it. God didn't do anything in the earth without acknowledging legacy. Am I right? Yeah. Just think about it. Just think about it. The first time we seen, in the book of Genesis, the first time we seen the role model of what legacy was when he came and got Moses to get his people up out of Egypt. He didn't come get Moses because he was nice. Am I right? He didn't come get Moses because of that. He came and got Moses and said, the groanings of my people have come up to me. And he said, who are you? He said, I'm the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Gave him a history lesson. Right? God himself is in lengthening cords, in legacy, in posterity, in respect of covenant, because that's when you get into true covenant. True covenant. Yeah, that's good stuff. You can think all through scriptures. I just got a few things just before I really get into this. I thought about it's very important. Even once they came out of transition into Canaan, you know, once Joshua died, remember that? Everybody started doing what they wanted to do. So once the senior voice died, the one who carried the original mandate, the plan to bring them in, he says, Moses, my servant, is dead, told him to rise and go over. Once he passed off the scene, then you have a people that found themselves in idolatry. That's part of the problem in the church. Because we haven't put credence on how important it is to have forerunners and predecessors and people who go before us to plow out stuff. They couldn't even build the temple and the walls without going through the genealogy. Remember? They got ready to go reckon by genealogy. The priest couldn't do anything and nobody else could do any work in the temple and the walls unless they were found in the book. So legacy is important to God. John 14. I'm going to show you how important legacy is. Go to John 14. I'm going to close in a second. I'm going to make a couple of statements. I need about 6 minutes. I'm going to let you guys go. I'm telling you, legacy is so important. I mean, the church is so enamored with trying to get something by themselves and try to get something for themselves, and they'll walk over anybody trying to get to where they need to get. And I believe in the last 20 years there's been a lot of high-level dishonor. You know, we start putting our lips on the ones that have paved the way for us. We have no respect for them. You know, we call it, you know, anyway. But I'm thinking about Jeroboam. And remember the story of Jeroboam and Rehoboam? Y'all heard those names before? You know, Rehoboam had a chance. He had two options. The prophet gave him two options. And you can go talk to the young people, or you can go talk to the older people. Am I right? He chose what? Older people. So, no, he didn't. He picked the younger people. He didn't want to connect with the older people. But it wasn't the point of who he went to. He could have went to both. But he picked one over the other. The whole thing, he was supposed to be the bridge between the older and the younger. Now you got folks that just want to put their tongue on everything. I know I've said some things in times past, but it's very seldom you hear me talking condescending on anybody. I had an issue when I was on the radio. God beat me up so bad. I was ministering while I was going. Man, I know I had smoke coming out of my ears. I was sitting at my table. I was like, you don't have apostles and prophets. You're not a legitimate church. I was preaching and showing it through the scriptures. I was taking the Ephesians and all the scriptures. If I wanted, and then God, when I got done, you know, I got off. I prayed, got off the radio. The guy said, that was nice, huh? I said, what? He said, that's what you doing. I was like, huh? He said, yeah, you just going at it now. He said, I ain't tell you nothing about that, dude. Remember that gear? I told Gear, I was like, he said, yeah, you really going at it, huh? Is that really biblical, the stuff he's saying right now? How about your motivation? The reasons why you were saying. Just that quick. I had to repent. I repented to the house. Some of you guys weren't here. I told everybody, I said, you know what, I'm so sorry. I had the wrong attitude. I was braggadocious. It was something new. I had a problem, you know. I heard it from somebody else. You know, didn't verify it, and I just went at it. So I'm more careful now. I'll tag religion any day. You know what I'm saying? I'm really aggressive against religion. But I'm long-suffering even with that, okay? That's what I'm counting on. John 14 and 18, real quick.
I will not leave you comfortless.
I will not leave you comfortless.
I will come to you.
I will come to you.
Yet a little while, and the world seeth me no more. But ye see me, because I live, ye shall live also.
Oh, I like that. I like that because, you know, this is really the answer to what he said in the first 3 verses. I go to prepare a place for you. I don't know how that little while got to be 2,000 years, but don't worry about it. He said, yeah, a little while. I believe a little while is a little while. I don't believe a little while is like, you know. Okay. But that ain't the point I'm trying to make. And the world sees me no more. But you see me because I live. You should live also. Now, you got to understand that word comfortless don't mean you got to have a comforter. Or you need to be comforted because you're downcast. In the Greek, it means orphanos. It means of those bereft of a teacher, guide, or guardian. This is what I wrote. Only when God is your father, you're not an orphan. Your spiritual father, is like myself, is not supposed to replace your relationship with your father. It's a spiritual father. I mean, your heavenly father. I'm the spiritual father. He's the heavenly father. But whenever we don't have legacy with our heavenly father, then we become orphans. So even Jesus found it fitting or befitting to tell them it's expedient that I go. When I get ready to leave, you find out other part of the chapter. He said, I'm going to send a comforter. And he's going to dwell with you. He's going to guide you. He's going to do all these wonderful things for you. So you will not be orphans. So even God, even in the time that the testament was going to be confirmed to Jesus, God allowed Jesus to let him know that this is not finished. That's what he was telling them. Them 3 chapters, 14, 15, 16, 17, those 4 chapters, I always come 3, but they're 4. You look at those 4 chapters, you'll find out he was trying to let them know that even though I'm going to pay the ultimate price, I'm going to come back again, and then where I left off, I'm going to finish it. That is what legacy is all about. Legacy says that the progenitor, the headman, could die, could lead the scene, but what he started will still speak. There's a voice beyond the grave. We'll pick it up next time. We'll talk about some stuff. We'll talk about sons, clones, and clowns. God wants to get that stuff has to come out of the church. And we're going to have authentic, bona fide legacy where you will be empowered. See, we didn't come from that background. We didn't have family members that had businesses and had things that they can pass to us. You know what I'm saying? Most of us we're first generation. And it's up to us what we leave. And that thing has filled into the church. I didn't have that. Now I had the spiritual stuff that I got from Apostle Tim Earl. And I'm finishing what he started. I know that for a fact. Because it burns and yearns in me. And I long for the day. I tell God all the time that God, just 1. 2, I can take 2. 3, okay, 3 good, be good. Just find me somebody that can say, you know what, I'm stupid enough to believe half the stuff this man said. And I'm willing to allow that thing to get in me, so I'm willing to be so infected, not with his personality, because that's what we miss it, because we think that it's going to change us who we are. God can bypass that. Those are soulless stuff. I'm nowhere near like Apostle Tim. In my soulical man. In my natural temperament. He's told, y'all met him, right? We're 2 different people, right? But when we start speaking things concerning the kingdom, there are some close things. Even with Apostle Buford. When Apostle pray, if you hear me pray, you can hear Apostle Buford praying too. You even said that. You can hear it. If you're not hearing it, it's okay. Don't worry about it. Don't jump shit on me. But I'm just saying that the DNA that's being carried in one generation has to extend beyond one generation. It has to. If iniquity can go 3 and 4 generations, if we can get curses passed down to us, what makes you think that a righteous seed can't be perpetuated through somebody that's saying, you know what, plant it here. Here I am, impregnate me with the purpose. I want that right there. I'm willing to do whatever it takes to get to the next place. That's what it's all about. It ain't necessarily just coming just so you can be good people. You can make sure you get in the kingdom. It's much bigger than that. Much bigger than that. I'm going to talk about it so we can straighten this stuff up in our heads. So we can shift around, make some adjustments. And I guarantee you, when you find out the rest of this, which I won't spend a whole lot of time on it, but I do have a teacher coming about it to show you what it's all about. Because impartation is on that level. If you don't never understand that, you'll never be able to receive. See, some of y'all still stuck and stagnant. You think it's all on your own academia. If I can pray enough, study enough, am I right? If I can just break through the ceiling, I can just get enough. I'm here to tell you, most of my growth was through impartation. I know that for a fact. It was who I hung around that propelled me to the next season. It wasn't just me busting up open doors. It was somebody had a key to open the door. See, it would take somebody to go and try to kick the door in. You find somebody got a key, they can open the door, and you can go across the threshold instead of you trying to be Superman or Superwoman and trying to go for it on your own, which it never happens. Never happens. Father, we bless you. We thank you for this word tonight. We thank you for those that are in attendance and those that are watching, God. We just pray that we lengthen our cords. Lengthen our cords. So many ministry leaders sing and don't have an impact. Don't have an impact. Just random things happen, God. Maybe a person here, a person there, but Father, I want to be able to leave something in the earth, like even as David said in Acts 13. He served his generation. I want to just be able to serve my generation. I don't have to be a big name. I have to be in lights and all that stuff. I just want to be able to finish what you gave me to do and find someone or a group who can extend the boundaries of that original deposit you placed in my heart decades ago. That's all. Somebody that could take it and go further. I look forward to that, Father. And I just thank you that you give me the consolation to know at times that this is going to happen in my lifetime. I bless you and I thank you. In Jesus' name, amen.